let's say you have already applied to a few colleges, or let's just say you're still looking around. Truth is that once you get accepted into many schools, you're gonna have to make a choice. And I'm gonna be honest, making that college decision is pretty hard. You're deciding where you're gonna be for the next 4 years. So how do you choose between all the schools that accepted you? Well, in this video, I'm gonna be telling you some important factors that you should consider when choosing the right school. Now, before I begin the video, if you guys would like to know more what it's like to be in college but still enjoy life a little bit, please subscribe to my YouTube. You can check out my channel. You can also add me on Snapchat and on Instagram at GoalkeeperDanny to see what I do in my day-to-day life as a college student. Now let's go straight to the video. Now, the way I selected these factors, they are not in order of importance. They're just factors that I considered when I was applying to college and eventually chose my school of choice. The first factor on the list is the location of the school. Now, I always recommend visiting, but of course sometimes that can be very expensive. Now we are in 2017 and a lot of colleges actually offer a virtual tour of their school. On top of that, you could also use the internet with Google and Wikipedia just to do some more research on the city in which a specific school is located. Also, in terms of location, do you want to live close to your family or do you want to live far from your family? Do you want to be able to drive home, or you're gonna have to take an airplane just to go back home? But you really want to know where a school is located. Is it a rural area? Is it a suburb? Is it a huge city? What's around the school? Is it farms or skyscrapers or mountains? You need to know this. They're very important things to consider in terms of location. What specific location are you looking for? Are you looking for something that's kind of like home, or are you trying to get away from that home feeling? For instance, I'm from Miami. I love this city. I cannot live in a suburb or in a rural area, which is why I am here at the University of Miami. But I have friends, for instance, that they're also from Miami and they hate the city. They hate so many people. That's why they went to suburbs or more rural areas. It all comes down to what you want and what you're looking for. Just make sure you know where your school is located and keep in mind if you're gonna feel comfortable living and studying there for the next 4 years. Now, number 2 on the list is the school population and its demographics. How many people go to the school? What is the student to professor ratio? Are you looking to have more individualized attention, or are you looking to have more people in your class and possibly have more social connections? These are some questions you should consider when looking at the school population and demographics. Now, something I personally cared about was the class size. The average class size is basically how many students are in a class. Coming from a big high school with about 40 or 50 kids in a class, I wanted something smaller in college, which is what I searched for and what I got. Now, in terms of demographics, what type of students go to the school? Do a lot of people dorm, or is it more of a commuting school? Is there a lot of diversity within the school itself? Are students from all over the country going to the school? Are there a lot of international students, or is it just a local population? And some people even like to look at the guy to girl ratio. Just remember, you're gonna have so many choices, so make sure you choose a school that has the population and demographic base that you are looking for. Now, factor number 3 are the programs offered. Does the school have a major that you are looking for? Not only that, but how strong does that major rank, not only within the school but on a national scale? You always want to make sure that the school you will be attending has resources towards what you're trying to study. For instance, let's say you're into biology and you want to do a lot of cell research. Maybe avoid a liberal arts college and maybe look more into a research institute. Maybe school A offers a dual degree in something that interests you, while school B only offers a minor. The question I ask myself is, how important is my area of study in this school? Now, you want to look at the possible connections that your school has to offer. Maybe important professors and researchers that are in the school. In terms of statistics, maybe look at the employment after graduation rate. The number of people going to med school, or the people even going to grad school, getting a master's right after they graduate with a bachelor's degree. These are small things that can be very important to your future in the area that you want to study. Something else that a lot of people do is that they want to go international. They want to study abroad. If that's you, make sure that your school has a good study abroad program. What I cannot emphasize enough is just make sure you go to a school that is very strong in the area that you want to study. Now, the 4th factor is the extracurricular activities. What activities does that school offer? Many colleges actually have a lot of club sports and intramural sports for those people that still want to play a specific sport but that don't want to be an NCAA D1 athlete. Maybe look at the different sports they have. Maybe you have a passion for lacrosse and that school does not offer a club lacrosse team. Or maybe you're just trying to start out a new sport. See what sports they have to offer and which one interests you the most. Not only look at the sports clubs, but also look at the student-run club and organizations as well. Some schools have the coolest clubs like scuba diving, you could go mountain climbing, maybe you're into that adventure. Also search for those non-profit organizations on campus and which you would like to reach out to. Maybe you want to rush, look into the Greek life. See how strong the Greek life is, see how much impact they actually have on campus. Because the strength of Greek life varies so much from school to school. So maybe if rushing is a strong priority, maybe look more into its Greek life. Just keep in mind that college is more than academics. There are so many extracurricular activities and non-profits that you could join. Make sure that the college you are going to has what you want. Now, the 5th factor when choosing a college is the social scene. Basically, what do people do on their free time or on the weekends? Are you looking for a big party school? And with drugs and alcohol, I know so many people like to avoid this, but being realistic, try to research more on the drug and alcohol scene in which you would want to take part in, or maybe you're trying to avoid those type of things. There's actually a website called niche.com, I'll link it in the description below. Basically, it's a school review site from students in which they review these things, for example, the party scene. But let's say partying isn't your thing. Are there any other activities to do like shopping, maybe go out to eat that are more calm and relaxed? Or maybe you want to explore nature, go to the beach, go hiking, climb a mountain. These are all things to consider on the social scene. Now keep in mind that this does tie back into location. If you choose to go to a big city, maybe there are some more activities that you can do besides partying. Just make sure you're going to a place where you just won't be bored out of your mind. Now the last factor I'm going to talk about is money. Money is actually one of the most important factors when deciding what school to go to, because without money, it's going to be harder to attend a certain school. How will you afford the school? Which school gives you the best financial aid package? Which school is offering you the most scholarships? These are all things to consider in terms of money. Sometimes you might even consider getting a job in college just to pay for it. Also keep in mind that you have personal expenses that are not academic. How are you going to pay for those? Are you going to get a job during school as well, or are you going to work hard during the summer? Now I would say money is one of the first things that you should look at. I actually did that myself, because if I can't afford a certain school, why would I even think of going there? Now keep in mind that they do have federal and private loans available, so just know how you're using your money to pay for school, know how you're managing your money throughout school. So that is it for this video. Just remember that there's a luxury in having so many college options. Now the responsibility to pick the right one is up to you. If you guys enjoyed this video and found it useful, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. Do not forget to check out my channel and subscribe. That is it for me, and always remember, stay hydrated.